enjoy this final game.
I know, right? Woo!
I see there's
I'm super excited.
Okay, one more thing, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm moving
Yeah, they
fast.
probably don't have access to their high school stuff.
But we're going to start with the juniors. We're going to start with the juniors. We have from Minot High School. We are expanding here. We have 2 young ladies from North Dakota today. Came all the way from
Crazy.
Minot High School. We have Mariah Evenson. Come on up, Mariah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize them. Okay, that's
One of
why.
my rivals, she gives me fits every time we play here at White Bear Lake. We have Nevaeh Hughes. Come on up, Nevaeh. Also from Minot, North Dakota and Glenburn High School, we have Lorelei McIver.
Oh,
Right here in our
they
home
give me
backyard, we
athlete
have one of
vibes.
the best point guards in the state, Como Park's Ronnie Porter. Balancing out that guard spot, we have Sakhia Walker, also from Como Park.
Oh,
I
you
said
said
this
that,
young
yeah.
lady is one of the most improved I've seen in the
Yeah.
state.
Hardest work.
Also, Stillwater. They gave us fits too. I don't know why. I want to start. Stillwater High School, we have Maya Tompkins. Thanks for
Okay,
being here,
okay.
Maya.
She's got a good boom.
Yeah.
From Kennedy High School, we have Mariah Disputes. Come on up. We also have Nevaeh Chapman from Roseville High School.
Okay.
Okay. I have Miss Aaliyah Newman from Cooper High School.
I know her.
That rounds out our class of 2022. Ladies, I expect you guys to come back here next year and be ready to go again, okay? Thank you for coming. Okay, next up. Seniors! Yeah! Okay, we have Alysia Campbell, right from St. Paul Central High School. She was raining threes on us in our first section game. Okay. And from Columbia Heights, we have Sakhia Howard-Reynolds. Come on up.
Oh, I remember her playing with DJ, Coach DJ.
This young lady is special to my heart. She was my point guard for the past 3 years since I've been here at Cretin-Derham Hall. Audrey Martinez-Stewart. Also a pain in my side. Should have won that game. But that's all right. We have Rai'Janee Meadows from Roseville High School. So glad you graduated.
I don't know.
Okay, and we have Ivane Tensaie. I know I probably chopped that up. Concordia Academy. There's an unfortunate with that young lady.
She wants to shoot.
We also have, so glad you're graduating too. Bye-bye. Tamia Ugass from Roseville Area High School. And last but not least, we have one of the best players, post players in the state of Minnesota. And Kierra Wheeler from Cooper High School.
Yes.
Mimi is what y'all know her. I don't know her name. I said her government name is Kierra. All right, here we go. Let's go, ladies.
Yes. Let's get ready. Let's go.
So the players have been introduced, the juniors and seniors. Crystal and I were talking about this last night, and we think, oh, we'll see how this game goes, but this could turn into a thing.
Yeah, the size difference is crazy. We were just talking
because
about that.
there's bragging rights here. All the other events,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just the seniors who go at it, but
It's a hot ticket.
right. And what's nice about this matchup,
You want me to write it on?
is compared to the prior ones, I know most of these players, having covered them, even though I took last year off. I've heard of most of them, or they have their uniforms with the numbers on. Wheeler, doesn't, but she's easy to spot.
Yeah.
Just look for the post. I was told a story by Cassie Karen when Holy Angels and Cooper played each other. Cassie tried to go at her, and Wheeler screened her so hard that Cassie said, I was sent halfway around the world.
Yeah, don't underestimate her. We've watched her play over the years, and she always comes to play. She always shows up, so.
And we are underway. Wheeler will continue.
One.
Wheeler will continue her basketball career at Daytona State College, which I presume is in Florida, and we are underway.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
a bank
right
three
away.
by Ronnie already.
Did Crystal take my pen? There it
And
is.
then, we see right away
That
that
was-
Ronnie and Ivane are matched up against each other.
So who scored that last one?
Ronnie, she had a 3 with her SpongeBob Kyrie's on.
And there's Ronnie again
She is not afraid of
to
anything.
Nevaeh Hughes. Martinez-Stewart with the block, 5'5" against 6 feet. Those two are familiar with each other, being Suburban East Conference rivals.
Yes.
So we've got to see
And
us. Go ahead.
See right away that Como backcourt combo.
Walker and Porter. Ronnie with her AAU jersey, Walker with her high school jersey. Hooked up with Hughes. And Martinez-Stewart again. She is not letting Nevaeh Hughes get anything.
Yeah, Nevaeh Hughes got to just go for it.
Well, Nevaeh and Audrey Martinez-Stewart highly familiar with each other.
Yeah.
And Evenson will drive and score. Mariah Evenson and Lorelei McIver from North Dakota. They play for Ernest Elite AAU. Crystal saw them a couple weeks ago at the Lake Slam event, and I kind of wonder if she was convinced, hey, let's see if I can get them down here.
Oh, nice. That's a nice addition.
Well, that's another twist. We don't get a lot of out-of-state players, but teams around the metro, they come over here. Ronnie Porter left alone. Oh, missed it.
And Martinez is underneath that basket handling her business. She got 2 blocks and...
Ugass for 3.
The first time I met Tamia in the gym, she was practicing her guard moves.
Nevaeh Hughes with the side fade. And it's the juniors all over the seniors. Keyira and Micaiah are the team names, but like I said, this is easier because it's juniors and seniors. So I may use that more often than the team names. Here's Ivane Tensaie. Feeds it inside to Ugass. Too strong.
And we have Trey Holloman commentating over there.
Trey can be shy in front of the camera, but not in his element. He's a ham.
Not afraid to pull that.
Well, and Trey, he's well known among all of these players. McIver to Evenson, baseline drive.
Oh, lost her footing. It's okay.
And seniors ball. Rai'Janee Meadows and Ivane Tensaie will be college teammates at North Dakota State College of Science.
Oh, that's going to be nice to see. We're seeing Ronnie pick pockets down there. Regular season, she's averaging a little over 6 steals a game, so.
Tamia is going ham in the middle.
Ugass with the kick out to Martinez-Stewart, a pair of Suburban East Conference rivals, and Martinez-Stewart, she is everywhere. Martinez-Stewart is everywhere. Audrey, Crystal called her a defensive pest with the Raiders. McIver missing the 3. Here's Rai'Janee Meadows hooking up with Tensaie. Porter with the stop.
Yeah, that's one thing that Rai'Janee does very well.
Meadows with a lighthearted push off on Ronnie.
She'll be there for the putback.
So Rai'Janee Meadows going to the line. Meadows averaging 8.2 points per game this season. Wants to become a flight attendant or a counselor. I had her on my podcast, and she said the reason why, she said she likes to get in other people's business, so she's hoping to find a profession where she can do that.
Confirmed.
Yes. She and I also have a disagreement on one thing. and that would be chicken wings. She prefers bone-in. I prefer boneless.
Really?
And she is not with that at all.
Neither
she said
am I.
Gonna,
I'm with you on that, Rai'Janee.
well, Rai'Janee said she's going to have a word with me about this boneless versus bone-in
deep
deal.
3.
Evenson.
And you know, that was one thing that we talked about earlier, was pulling those bigs out of the paint.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
And a lazy inbound pass is picked up by Walker. I know I can't wait to see these Como girls one more time. Ronnie Porter, who's now 5'3", her doctor confirmed it. She grew an inch.
Way to
Meadows,
get in those hustle play.
jump ball. Meadows got the hustle there. Here's Alysia Campbell from St. Paul Central. As he moved, Meadows feeds it
Nice
inside
pass.
to Ugass. Howard-Reynolds with the rebound. Putback is off, and hey, we got Adalia McKenzie in the building.
Way to be there.
Along with Jade Hill. Maybe we can get them for halftime. Ugass with the reverse. Well, Tamia, I know, Kayla, you had wonderful things to say about her, and just about everybody who has seen her play has something positive to say.
She's sometimes too nice on the court, and you have to push her a little bit.
Yeah.
We were playing in Dallas, Texas, and I was like, Tamia, you're being way too nice. You got to get mean out there. She shoved the girl, and I was like, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but...
Well, she'll continue to do it at UMKC. Campbell with the take. Trey's still going at it on the mic. I think he has a new career as an in-arena host. Evenson for 3, no. And there's Ugass.
Point guard skills right here.
Here she
Right
goes.
here.
You said,
Where's
Kayla, you were saying she wants to
behind
play
the back?
point.
Behind-
There
there
she
she
goes.
goes.
Got her on the screen.
Told ya.
That's too good.
Oh, Tamia.
With the behind the back, Hezo.
She won't win sprint races, but she is determined. She was going to go to LSU, but then recommitted to UMKC following the coaching change.
Well, you know, in college, they'll work on that speed thing with her. Lots of training, so.
Well, she has a lot of upside.
Yeah.
And as you know, a big point of pride, so UMKC, at least in the next couple of years. Trey spotted Jade Hill and Adalia, and he's giving Jade and Adalia all the hassle. Like I said, Trey needs to be an in-arena host whenever he's done playing. He would fit right in. That's a deep 3 from Nevaeh Chapman, no good.
You know, I'm seeing Ivane. You know, she said that during quarantine, she learned about patience, and she said she did miss a workout during the quarantine. And so, one area of her game that I'm seeing where there's some improvement is she's covering Ronnie. She's cutting her off, making her pass the ball, and Ivane has traditionally been a scorer.
Well, she is the all-time leading scorer at Concordia Academy, the only player with 2,000 points at the school.
Yeah, she's an amazing player. I think there's only one time that she was held under double digits.
Wasn't that against your team, Maranatha?
Yeah.
Oh, Mimi Wheeler. If she is on the attack, I don't think you've seen her play Kayla in person, but if Mimi goes on the attack, you're not stopping her.
And she can shoot outside, too.
Mimi, part of that state championship team at Robbinsdale Cooper with her big sister, Asia Wheeler. Here comes Tensaie. Howard-Reynolds with the finish. Kayla, all of a sudden the seniors are on a 13-3 run. Kayla, I think they.
Martinez out there blocking shots. She hesitated a little bit.
And Dismuke's got her with the fake. I was going to say, Kayla, I don't know what your thoughts are if you're pulling for the seniors or not, but the seniors, they were ready to. I think they're letting the juniors know, hey, we still got it.
I'm pulling for the seniors, but the juniors' ball movement right now and their court vision is looking crazy.
You know, you got one of the best facilitators leading the juniors right now. And I would say, not just in Minnesota, but in the country.
Is Wheeler going to play point now?
Here she goes.
Porter says, I don't think so.
Ronnie is not afraid of that.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
Ronnie's
she was sizing her up the whole time. She was sizing her up the whole time.
But Wheeler does get the three-point play, and you notice she didn't have to go up. She just throws it up. I don't know what her vertical is. But Mimi
That was
Wheeler.
classic. You can see it in Ronnie's eyes. She's like, I'm going to pick it.
Mimi Wheeler from Cooper. They played in 4A the last couple of years, so they've been stuck in the same section as Hopkins.
It's tough.
It is tough, but Wheeler's ready for it. And through the coaching changes, she started with Keyira Buford, and she left a year after they won state, but that hasn't stopped Wheeler from balling. That's Campbell who knocks it away.
Adalia. Why are you not playing?
Trey is giving everyone a hard time.
You know, sometimes when you are committed,
What just happened, ref?
your coaches won't let you play in these type of games.
Well, Jade and Adalia, I think, were coming from an AAU event that Angel was in, as I understand it. They told me they were going to be out of town.
She needs a...
That had a part in it. We have a substitution. The two Como girls are going at it.
Clear out, Ronnie, clear out, Ronnie.
Two rivals, Como and St. Paul Central. Those games are always high energy.
They've been dominated by Como in recent years. Porter with the take. Porter became a household name a couple weeks ago, dropping 29 at an AAU event in Milwaukee.
Good pass.
She got a highlight reel and everything.
Nice.
5'2" guard scoring 30 or something, and
Yeah.
now Ronnie's going to become an A-list celebrity, and it's 16-13, seniors over juniors.
I would love to see them get to the state tournament dance next year. Shakila was talking about nice spin during quarantine and overcoming obstacles, at the...
Whoa, look out!
And she can make those.
That much is certain. Walker stops, pop, swish.
They were kind of prohibited from playing outside of their conference, which stifled them.
Como and Central, yeah,
Yeah.
I know they weren't thrilled about that. Everyone had different COVID protocols. I'd like
Yeah.
to think that will change next year. Martinez-Stewart drives and scores, and that's another one. The Suburban East, they couldn't play out of conference because of the reduced schedule. And so Stillwater didn't get a whole lot of competition until the very end. Although Eastridge did give him a run in sections. Walker from Porter, that Como Park backcourt cohesiveness speaks volumes.
Coach Crystal said Chicago was one of the most improved players that she's seen, and it's absolutely right.
Oh my.
Wheeler staying with it. Kayla, you like what you're seeing so far?
What'd you say?
You like what you're seeing so far?
Yes, I'm kind of wanting the seniors to post up a lot more. I want Tamia back in there, run some pick and rolls, because that's her signature move.
Yeah. Oh, not today.
Wheeler with the rejection.
Point guard.
Used up the dribble, finds Howard-Reynolds. Gets her own miss. Little soft there.
She doesn't even have to jump. She just...
No.
She said, no, ISO this.
That went off of Martinez-Stewart. Subs coming in, Ugass, Meadows, and Morgan Jones from Highland Park. All right, someone's got to make sure Trey behaves himself with the mic. He's going to get carried away with this, and before you know it, he's going to start dropping
And we're
curses.
just in the first half.
Oh, he's been a ham. I remember a freshman year game, Cretin-Derham Hall against Ivane. He pulled a Lance Stevenson move and tried to blow into his opponent's ear. He's a ham. He's a great distributor, though.
Yes.
Leads the state in that category. Walker to Hughes for two.
So you can see, as the kids get older, the development, that pick and roll, so basic. You can run it anywhere with anyone.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of that in the 6th grade game, but as you get older, there's a little more polish. Ugass to Jones.
Oh,
Ugass did start at Highland Park. Right. Ugass was going to run a little give and go, I think.
Yeah.
She does want to play point guard.
We saw you, Tamia. We saw you.
Hughes, O-board, up and in.
Hughes showed up these last 3 possessions for her team.
Well, I'll tell you what, Olivia Antilla, her AAU coach, and her high school coach, Jeremy Post, have said when she turns it on, good things happen for White Bear Lake.
Yeah.
Tensaie knocks down the 3. Ivane Tensaie.
Her range is crazy.
Oh, right. Tensaie may not like chocolate and peanut butter, but she is a diehard fan of The Office. She has watched the entire series 6 times. Martinez-Stewart with the steal.
Yeah, she said during quarantine,
Look
here we
out.
go.
Feeling it.
Crazy.
And Martinez-Stewart spotted Tensaie, knew exactly what to do with it.
And all it just takes a little bit for her to get hot.
Ivane, absolutely. The last couple of years, she was phenomenal as a 3-point shooter.
And she played on a phenomenal team.
Concordia, they built up their ranks over the years.
Yeah, and Concordia,
They made their first state tournament ever last year.
They respected her game. They worked hard to get her open. They ran her off of picks. They really supported her as an athlete.
I remember folks telling me, you got to check out this kid, and I finally got that chance over the years.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
A couple of folks had told me, hey, keep an eye out for Ivane, and she's got some multi-sport athletes at Concordia. Walker can't drain the runner, and Ugass, one thing she's good for, it's rebounds. She's got a post body, has a little bit of a guard game, as we saw. That guard play was not a gimmick. Hughes with the steal. Oh, Martinez-Stewart, Hughes sensed her. 26-24. McIver left alone, no good. I saw McIver play once at the Lake Slam. She did quite well for her Ernest Elite team. Here's Meadows.
Great. Ooh, nice footwork.
Tough angle, but she makes it work.
Quick spin.
Yeah.
And Rai'Janee, I know she's happy to play in this. Earlier this week said she's healthy now, had to deal with the COVID-19 virus, but she's back to normal or close to it, able to play, and I know she was excited to take part in this game.
Yeah, she said she's increased her workouts during the time off.
Hughes banks it in off the feed from McIver. Everyone who's worked with Nevaeh has great things to say about her potential. Nevaeh getting a few offers. Tensaie.
All the way.
Ooh, nice move. Meadows is there for the cleanup.
And, you know, that's nice. You normally during regular season, you see Rai'Janee at the top of the key playing 1 or 2, and to be able to transition and go down and rebound and put it back up over the bigs.
And Meadows, she's got a few friends. As he picks up the rebound, she's good friends with NJ Weems, who's now at Lamar.
Tamia sneaking up, Tamia.
Look at that body control. Now reward her and give it back to her.
Is fouled, I think, before the shot.
Tamia is just towering over her.
Well, Tamia stands 6'3".
Yeah.
And I guess she is going to shoot free throws out of this. So Tamia, most of you know this if you followed her in basketball, but this is your first time seeing her. She is Muslim and observes Ramadan. I had her on my podcast last year and asked how she prepares herself, because she observes it, no free throws by the way, during the season. She's not the only player to do that. Enos Cantor did that as well a couple years ago, and she said you just prepare your body for it, you mentally train yourself, and it becomes second nature. Rai'Janee Meadows.
That's a bully move in the
You're
paint.
saying she usually works at the top of the key, but she's doing some pretty good post-up
down
work.
there, yeah.
Point guard, she's back.
We've got Ugass as the point guard, Meadows as your post player. We're just mixing it up today. Well, it's hard to go against a double team, but Jones is there to help out.
But she had some tricks, though. She did.
She did. So does Rai'Janee Meadows.
Being consistent with it, stay with it.
She's up to 9.
Come on, Ronnie, show me some.
And the seniors lead the juniors 34-27.
Ronnie's ball handling moves are just so fluid.
Porter left that one short. I don't know if she meant to go up with it or tried to lob it.
It looks like she changed midstream. She was looking for her teammate.
At the last second, yeah, that's not a good thing. Martinez-Stewart with plenty of time. Feeds it to Meadows. To Jones. She'll take
right
it.
Over it, yeah.
Yes. Morgan Jones from Highland Park. A lot of athletes got their start at Highland Park, Ugass included. KK Asbury, another one. Georgie Jones, if you go way back. McIver.
Ronnie sees the whole floor. She's talking to her teammates the whole time.
Well, you don't become 5th in the state in steals for nothing. 5th in the state.
And their assist level's pretty good. She has
9.4.
Yeah.
I don't know where that ranks because they don't keep track of assists per game on the hub, but
that means if you are open, she's going to find you.
Audrey Martinez-Stewart letting the ball roll. Wow. This is the longest pickup.
Hit Tamia.
Counting it down.
Let's go. Oh.
I would have.
It looked good.
I would have went off. The whole gym would have went off if that went in. But the seniors lead the juniors 36-27 at the half. And Latoya and Kayla, why don't you share your thoughts? I'm going to see if we can grab our Miss Basketball.
As it should be, you have a dominant group of seniors out there playing. Not what we expected. We expected them to go in a lot more than what they were doing. So we'll see. I like the juniors.
I give props to the juniors because they're staying in this game.
Oh, yeah. And we also know what the weapons they have. So if they get hot and get in a rhythm, it's going to be a problem for those seniors.
Yep. For sure. And it's going to be hard for them to guard those outside people because seniors are big. We got a big room.
Open the floor up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is an up-and-coming star on the floor right here. That's Ronnie Porter's younger sister.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
We're joined by Adalia McKenzie. Adalia, Trey was giving you a hard time about not playing in this event. What is your defense?
My foot. I just got back from another foot injury, so I didn't want to go right back to playing hard. So I didn't want to play
I know you would have, but Trey, you got to give her some slack. Foot injuries are no joke. I know we've talked a couple of times, but not since you won Miss Basketball. I know we had the podcast beforehand, but you were able to go to the All-Star Series, and they announced your name. If you don't mind going back to that moment, what was your reaction? I know every one of those finalists was deserving of it, but to hear your name, how cool was that?
I was just really excited. I got a little emotional because that's just a huge award, and I really wanted it since freshman year. I wanted that award, but I feel honored to have it, and all glory to God.
What does it do as far as encapsulating your high school career? You got to end it. I know in some interviews you talked about wanting to see your name on the rafters, and now your name will go next to Quentin Hooker as Mr. and Miss Basketball winners to come out of Park Center.
It just feels amazing. I was in shock because, anybody could have got it, but getting it and having the award for PC is just good.
We called your cousin earlier. She was balling as usual, 16 points, has a soft touch. But for everyone who's heard about you, whether it's your cousin or others, how do you think your Miss Basketball Award will help inspire the next generation?
Just knowing I have people who look up to me and just think that I want them to look at like my character and how hard I work, not really so much of the awards, because awards really don't mean much as time goes by, but I just think looking up to me and how hard I work, that's the main thing.
On a related note, with everything you've experienced, all the highs, lows, everything you've had to get through to reach this point, what would you tell a younger version of yourself?
Keep going, keep working hard, and don't get discouraged, because I feel like we all have moments where we get down on ourselves, but as long as you stay locked in and keep working hard, you can reach your goals.
And don't forget Galatians 6:9, right?
Yes, and Philippians 4:13.
Adalia and I have a running joke about that Bible verse. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. It has a good message no matter what faith you follow. Adalia, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
When the high school season is over, TSP Television goes on the highlight trail. Our highlight reels provide you with a valuable resource for recruiters and a keepsake of your favorite athlete. To learn more about our highlight reel services, contact us at tsptelevision@gmail.com.
Mike Peden back here, and we're waiting for the rest of our broadcast team to return. Here's Kayla, who is, I don't know if you heard this, Kayla, but you were called Carla.
Oh.
But that's okay. It's been a long
I'm
day.
used to it. My name's kind of confusing, so I just get used to it.
It was your last name that got me at first, because I'm
Yeah.
like, how do you say it? And then your coach told me it's like Thai, like Thai fighter. Or,
My whole name is just confusing in general.
well, I'll tell you what isn't confusing, the player Rai'Janee Meadows.
Yes.
And Nevaeh Hughes for the juniors. So I know
Yeah.
you've been studying the game as LaToya and I have been chatting, but what have you enjoyed from the matchup so far?
I'm loving the ball movement from both teams. The fundamentals that I've seen even today in general it's crazy how people are improving their ball handling, passing, just everything in general. The little things do matter, and I feel like they are taking that into account.
One more half to go. Alysia Campbell comes up short on the three. Ronnie Porter, here's a little bit of that ball movement you were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know how the rosters come together. I know you and Mia would have had some fun, but I want to ask you this, Kayla. I think we talked about this on the podcast, but you and Mia are now going to be conference rivals as Wheeler scores. So what have the conversations been between the two of you been like? You've been high school teammates for years. Now you're going to have to play each other.
It's crazy because I can't even imagine it yet. I feel like I'll only know what it feels like when I'm in that moment of warming up and I'm about to play Mia.
And free throws are coming for the juniors. The seniors have an 11-point lead. And here's Nevaeh Hughes. Nevaeh Hughes, her nickname was Sugar, and it owes to her youth. When she was 2 years old, she would always sing a song called Sugar on My Tongue. And so from that point on, Sugar or Shug was Nevaeh's nickname. And I know Olivia Antilla is a big fan of hers at 43 Hoops. And she's just a hard worker.
The ball movement.
Ronnie Porter stops Ivane Tensaie in her tracks. Walker to Porter.
I'd like to see an ISO too. I would.
Literally, we're just
Well, Ronnie
waiting
can
for
do
it.
ISO, but tough to do against Wheeler. She picks up a couple blocks. Porter got back in bounds. Hughes and Porter bumped into each other. Wait, they're calling a foul on Nevaeh?
He said they're on the same team.
I know. You can't call a foul on your teammate? Oh,
We
what
all
difference
make
does it make?
mistakes.
What difference does it make?
You're right.
The points don't matter.
That's like, we've all shot at the wrong basket before. That was one of those
Look
moments.
at this.
We've all shot at the wrong basket.
She's
Wheeler.
not afraid. Ronnie is not afraid of anything.
What'd you say, Kayla?
Ronnie is not afraid of anything.
You can't be. I don't think she is at her age with what she's accomplished.
You know, I told her mom that number 1, it's like, are we looking at a future number 1 WNBA draft pick?
Well, Ronnie wouldn't mind joining the WNBA if things work out. Although her younger sister Imani told me that the only way Ronnie would be one of her favorite players is if she made the WNBA.
Oh, I think she will.
So that lit a fire under Ronnie when I had her on earlier today in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I totally think she will. I'm going to be interested to see who she commits to. I know her offer list is long.
Well, she may not be tall, but she is one crafty point guard, so I'm surprised that she hasn't found a school yet. But feeling out her options. Hughes to Dismukes for 3. Mariah Dismukes out of Bloomington Kennedy. Some legacy players out of there include Jenna Smith, Kanisha Bell, and LaShayla Wright-Ponder. Smith making it pro overseas. Kanisha Bell, a fine athlete. LaShayla Wright-Ponder now looking to play professionally.
That was good help side defense there with that block.
38-30. Seniors over juniors. It was the juniors who got off to the hot start, and then the seniors went on a rally. There's one of them, Mimi Wheeler. Keyira's her name, but Keyira Buford, her former coach, told me she
dancing on her.
She only goes by Mimi, and she almost knocked down.
Mimi dancing on her tonight.
Kayla, you weren't kidding. Ronnie's not afraid of anybody.
She is not. I thought it was just a mismatch at one time, but she said, "Let me get her again."
And she's you can see Mimi hitting her hand saying, "You fouled me."
Look at her. She's not afraid.
Kayla, I was going to say, maybe, I know Big Lake and Como didn't play each other as Campbell scored, because I've got a feeling Ronnie would have gone right at you too.
Oh, yeah.
40-30 the score.
But the thing with Kayla is that she shoots a 3, so she would have been. It would have been hard for her to defend that on outside on the arc.
I'm not sure. Ronnie, she's not afraid of anything, but that is an amusing story, because I remember, Kayla, you told me it was you playing the post and Mia playing guard, if I remember, but then Mia got taller and then the roles swapped.
No, I was the guard.
You were the guard.
She was the post to begin with, but then I grew, and then I was the post for Big Lake.
It's all coming back to me now. Ronnie Porter with a step-back J.
Sweet spot.
Let's be honest. Almost anywhere is Ronnie's sweet spot. I've seen her knock down threes. I've seen her go in.
Sweet spot.
That's a sweet spot.
Sweet spot.
And that's a sweet stroke. That's the third triple for Tensaie. She'd be my favorite to win the three-point shootout. Ivane Tensaie setting all kinds of history at Concordia Academy. 3 on the way from Aaliyah Newman. No good.
Point guard.
Wheeler can't take it all the way. Okay, you know what? She was padding. Maybe she wanted to pad her numbers. Ronnie to Hughes, left alone. Nevaeh can be a little feast or famine at times, but has done wonders for White Bear Lake overall. If you want to beat the Bears, you got to get through her. Campbell to Tensaie. And she's pickpocketed.
On defense.
And then a traveling call on Newman. Got some subs coming in. Fun thing about Tensaie's story, Matt Pryor was her head coach for a season. Said if I knew better, I would have made her a captain. And then he took the job at Minnehaha. Tiffany Stubbs stayed. And it worked out for both coaches. Matt Pryor got to win a state title, and then Tiffany got to take Concordia Academy to state the next year. A school that had never reached the state tournament in girls basketball.
Too easy. We call it taking the kids' lunch.
And I'll tell you what, it's probably a lot easier for Martinez-Stewart to pass to Ugass than go against her. But Tamia, a sentimental favorite all around.
Yeah.
Wheeler, oh boy.
And there's
It was a pass.
Rai'Janee again to clean it up.
Assist.
Rai'Janee Meadows, she has been the hustler of this game.
That's her style of play, too. If you watch her over at Roseville, she's going to commit to that.
I'm not sure what's next for her, but Tamia Ugass, she's got some range. Trust us, it's not a gimmick.
She thought twice about that, seeing Mimi.
Wheeler.
But you can hear the crowd saying all the way.
Even
and
Trey knew.
You could feel it, like in her. She's looking like, can I outrun her?
So, Kayla, I'm wondering how many of these players you got to go against or play with in high school or AAU ball, as we got a 3 on the way. I know you shared some stories about Tamia, but the rest of this group, I think they would have given you fits if you had to go against them at Big Lake.
Nice pass.
Meadows saves it. Morgan Jones with the finish.
Rai'Janee definitely gets a hustle award, man. She ran that ball down.
And you know what? This may be a friendly, but since she's going to a community college, a JUCO, there might be some college coaches who take a look at this tape.
Almost definitely. These are a lot of these girls are eligible.
So Kayla, I'm wondering how many of these other athletes you got to play with or against, and what you make. Go ahead.
Played with Rai'Janee my freshman year with the Suns.
Was she like that? Was she like that with the Suns too?
Yeah, she would hustle every single play, risking her body for every single play.
Shout out Crystal Flint for putting this on.
Even when she was tired, she would dive after every single ball.
Yeah.
I know,
Point guard.
Tamia playing point guard again. She'll find Rai'Janee. I know Rai'Janee did some training with Lachey Holt way back when. Grew up in the west side of St. Paul. Meadows is going to, well, won't quite track it down, but that's all right. Here's McIver out of North Dakota. Ronnie Porter, bullseye.
Well, she needs just a little bit of space. Just a little space. Might as well pick it up later.
I was going to say, the clock doesn't stop. We're not at that stage yet of the game. Martinez-Stewart off the screen. Can't hit the 3. Here comes Ronnie. Says, I'll fire again.
Would you like it from the right side or the left side?
With Ronnie,
Yeah.
It's any side. I've known Ronnie for a long time. McIver with the steal. A chance for the
Flaring
juniors
out
to make a
again.
run. Tamia with the stop. Here comes Porter. And they help each other up. Well,
That's true showcase behavior right there.
yeah, well, I don't know what Rai'Janee said, but I know what Rai'Janee said to Ronnie. Tamia with the side fade. She wants to make that 3-point shot work.
Yeah.
I think
It will get the crowd up and going, I'll tell you that.
the crowd loves it when they see the post players knocking down threes. Evenson with a fake. Swinging around. McIver. Tracked down by Newman. That's a 2. Nevaeh Chapman, I should say.
Timeout!
Timeout is called. 8:16 to go. Juniors over seniors.
Juniors are making the
Kayla, I don't think these players are having enough fun.
What'd you say?
Well, I was saying I don't think we're having enough fun here.
Yeah,
I don't think Trey or any of these players are enjoying themselves at all.
I think that Trey should stick to his day job, basketball.
Oh, shots fired. You know what's gonna he's gonna be a senior next year?
Yeah.
You better not set him off because you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get double every game,
Every
points and
single
assists.
day.
And give a shout out to you for it.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: his high school coach had said he can be a little too unselfish, but he got the game-winning bucket against Woodbury, and he finished second in state, even though he's worked with a lot of different teams over the years, starting at North and then going to Cretin-Derham Hall and I don't know where he got his passing skills. His mother may have had something to do with it.
He's a crazy basketball player. I feel like he can literally do anything you ask of him.
He's an athlete. He's
Yeah.
just a flat-foot athlete.
You ask it, he'll get it done.
And you know what? Yes, he likes to have fun, but he's well respected.
Yeah, of course.
I saw he was at NJ's Weems graduation party last year. He's well known. He's a big supporter of the men and women's game. Meadows to Ugass. A little too far underneath, but Campbell is there. Alysia Campbell from St. Paul Central.
The one thing about it, Ronnie can take this on.
Meadows. What hasn't she done today? Maybe make a three, that's it.
She can do it, though.
Well, I know she can. Well, it's great to see Rai'Janee back out there. Again, started out on the west side of St. Paul and then came over to Roseville.
She played for the Sal, and she was able to play with some players like Pratt. I remember Pratt when they were younger playing together. There were a couple of players on that Roseville team that played at the Sal with her.
Sakhia Howard-Reynolds scores 53-40. Do the juniors have a run in them? Porter. That did everything but go in. Nice move, though.
Point guard is back at it.
Sizing her up.
Here she comes.
Up.
Who was that? Was that Autumn now?
No, that was Saya.
Oh, Saya Smith from St. Paul Central.
Nice move.
Oh, man. That rim sealed shut for Ugass.
Right at it.
McIver, no. Oh, hold up. Crystal's taking a photo.
Nice.
And while she does that, Evenson will make the three.
Nice. So 10 points down. This game is still in reach. 6 minutes left.
And we should point out Alysia Smith from St. Paul Central's Ace Sellers coaching the seniors. One of the coaches for the juniors is Nia Holloway.
Yeah, we talked about the game plan earlier.
You and Nia did?
Yeah.
Nia's a great, her whole family, I've gotten to know them over the last year or so. Nia is a big MCU fan. So she and Tamia would have a lot of conversations that might go over your head, Latoya. I don't know where you're at with the MCU, Kayla, but. So Kayla, I don't know if you're an MCU fan, but Nia's a big one. MCU.
Oh, God.
I don't know where you stand with that, but.
I just want to know what's going on. Why he still has the microphone? Why has no one taken it from him?
Yeah, I was going to say she.
Ronnie Porter.
I knew that.
How about Ronnie Porter? 14 points now.
That was an IQ.
Wheeler. Here come the juniors. Hughes on the leak out, but didn't have the greatest angle.
Scared.
Oh, the no-look pass.
Ugass is going to turn into a point forward, I think. Kayla, did you know, did Tamia have this in her with the Stars?
Yeah, every single practice, every chance she would get, she would bring it up the court, and we would just amp her every single time.
What about in games?
If she got the chance, she would take it. She was not afraid.
Yeah, and at Roseville, like her and Tamia would go at it with dribbling, and in their free time playing. And I was amazed because she did have the behind the back and the between the legs as a post player.
Oh, she's got a lot of handling skills. Really, I think speed. If she's able to tweak that a little bit or turn up her speed, I think she's going to be even more ferocious.
But coming out of the Sugar Storm program, everyone has to learn how to dribble. It's not just the guards. Everyone has to go through the same drill.
And that will go a long way.
Yep.
That's why I said Tamia, I think if she finds a way to pick up a little more speed, that will help her in college, but she's got all the other tools when it comes to working the post and handling.
And a lot of times these young ladies in high school.
Uh-oh. Ronnie Porter. This is ridiculous.
Ronnie, take over for the...
Ronnie is dropping buckets and taking names.
They're playing 4 or 5 position. And when they get to college, they're guard. So it's really important to know how to dribble.
Evenson with the hesitation move, but Ugass sealed her off.
Ronnie, yeah.
And that's going to be a foul.
You can hear Ronnie going, oh.
And Nia Holloway not liking that call.
That's when you got to say, hey, ref, watch the...
So Wheeler at the line.
Oh.
What is she saying?
She's Wheeler is holding, and now Ronnie's trying to show it, and that's what they're talking about.
This is the kind of trash talking you can get away with at a showcase event.
Yeah.
Kayla, do you have any moments like that where you would sneak in a little trash talk?
Okay, unfortunately, yeah.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yes, it's fun. It's part of the game. I love it.
I watched a game where her and a player went at it, and the player was just chapping,
Kayla,
and she just put the flu-flops on her and laughed every time. Like, would you like more?
Yeah, and then after the game, me and her mom went at it. And
every team needs their enforcer.
Yeah.
Whether it's trash talking, every team needs their enforcer. Because I know you didn't go out and, you weren't aggressive or abrasive. You didn't go out punching people.
Yeah, it was all with a smile.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure you probably had something to say for every single athlete who gave you a black eye.
Oh my gosh,
I think you set a record.
Yes, I had 6 my sophomore year.
You had one this past year, I know.
Yeah.
At least one. Ronnie Porter gets her own rebound there.
Hit it.
I don't think anyone will forget that moment anytime soon, Kayla, where you took out your own teammates.
I know, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Morgan Jones scoring down low for the seniors.
Yeah, I think Morgan is a dynamic track star, too, over at Highland.
Well, to finish up your story, Kayla, I think I read the story. You were trying to cushion the fall for your teammate, and then someone else didn't see you. And all of a sudden, it just turned into a pileup.
Yeah, she didn't. My teammate was coming back, and I was like, watch out, watch out. She didn't hear me, so I put my legs back so my knees didn't go into her back. And then my teammate was running, playing defense, and then just collided.
Didn't see you at all. Ivane Tensaie with her 4th three-pointer, and I think that'll be enough for the seniors to hang on.
How many threes does she have?
She's got 4. Ronnie trying to add another. Now, we're not quite done after this game. There will be a 3-point shootout. And my money's on Tensaie. How about Evenson with the block on Meadows?
It's going to be tight between her and Ronnie.
Evenson, no good. Meadows, can she get a couple more? Yes. I'm going to have a hard time finding a player of the game. I might have a few.
Yeah, co-players of the game.
Well, Tensaie with her 4 3-pointers. Meadows hustling for just about everything today. And Ronnie Porter
doing what she do.
Showed you.
I can't wait to see her this winter at Como Park.
Yeah, I agree.
Her moves are just so smooth all the time.
She's been doing that for years. Seniors are going to run out the clock, but not for Tensaie. Tries to add another one.
That would have been a highlight.
Ronnie Porter.
That would have been
almost
a highlight.
Got another one. Well, Ronnie Porter had no shortage of highlights. Fun game all around, 60-50, seniors over juniors. But you know what? We'll see what happens next year. But I told Crystal I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes an annual thing.
Oh yeah.
Because there's always a little bit of pride with your classes on the line.
Oh yeah, this was fun. This was fun. I absolutely think this is going to be something that they continue.
Okay. Don't worry. We'll take care of it.
And now Trey has moved from behind the table to the middle of the floor.
Look, he's still going. He's still going.
So your final thoughts here?
I loved
as far
it.
As the game?
I love the hustle. I love the intensity of everything. Everyone put their all in there, and I loved it.
Yeah, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. A good way to break back in being in the gym, a fun game. So this was a good game. Good energy.
The trash talking, love that.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Are y'all gonna time out? Are you all going to do the 3-point shootout? Come on, who's up? Come on.
That's when you're a superstar. When you're a superstar, you're like, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna sit this one out. Sit it
Go
out.
first, and then like the second person hit like 12 shots, and then everybody got scared to go next. So can we get some rebounders if you're not playing? All you have to do, hold on, I gotta come over here and get a picture. You rebound, just go there. We're gonna do it. Okay.
Kayla,
listen.
is it too late to get you into submission for the 3-point shootout?
No, I should do it. I should.
Bounce it back and you put it in the air. Okay? She's gonna grab the ball herself. Yep. Bounce it.
So Ronnie Porter, I think, will go first. There was a little bit of hesitation among the juniors and seniors. I think they're a little stage fright.
I don't know.
Well, Ronnie Porter, she's one player to watch. Here we go. Each person gets one shot, 45 seconds, one trip. 2 in a row,
Yeah.
3, 4. All right, well, she got 4 in a row there. That's a good start. 6. And I know for Ronnie, there's a little bit of pressure here because she knows Ivane Tensaie is going to be waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I think Avante's going to shoot hers from the corner. We'll see.
So Ronnie's going to set the tone, and a very fortified tone at that.
Yeah. It's going to hit a little stroke here.
And she beat the last one there. So 12, that was the high number that we saw in the 7th, 8th grade game by Vienna Murray, I believe, from Tartan. So that's good, though, because if you're first and you know Ivane's going to be coming up, you want to set a good number.
Yeah.
Kayla, did you have any 3-point shootouts at Big Lake, or do you have any personal bests? Or?
No, I wish I did. I should go against Tamia right now.
Maybe we can set that up before the 2v take. Yeah.
Being able to shoot the 3 is so powerful. I remember in college against the zone defense, that corner pocket, like, oh my goodness. Hit your 3 and then turn and get a steal on the inbound play.
Tamia Ugass.
It's a nice shot out there. And as I say it, she airballs.
There she goes. She's got 1. Oh, she's got 2. I don't know if she'll get to Ronnie Porter's 12, but she can make them. Like we said, that was not a gimmick.
It's the wrist. So
She's coming up a little bit short now.
She's not getting off the floor either, but it's
Right.
going a little to the right.
That's where a little more vertical or a little more, those legs. There's the 4th one. I remember you told me it's all about the legs.
Yeah.
Well, she got 6.
That's nice for a post player.
And I know she wants to be an all-around type of athlete, and the future's bright for her no matter what. All right, who's next? Ivane? Oh, boy. All right.
Can we get a couple of people to rebound for it and throw the balls back to her?
All right. The moment or the player we've all been waiting for.
How many are you guessing?
How about?
Latoya said 15. What do you think? 15 and 45 would be a
I'm gonna
lot.
go far with 18. I say 18. She's a good shooter.
I knew she was going to go to that side.
Yep, the wing. I think she'll get at least 13. I think she can beat Ronnie's number. But let's see. There's one.
She hits that stroke, it's over.
She's got 3 in a row. Well, that's all you need. You just got to get on a little bit of a run.
Her form is so pretty.
And look how far she gets off the ground.
Well, she's got 6. She's going to have to hurry. 8. 9. Oh no, she's going to run out of time. Oh, she'll get one more, but it won't be enough to catch Ronnie. She'll have to settle for 10. I don't know if anyone else is going to follow.
Ronnie out here crushing dreams.
She's been doing that for how long?
She's going to make us
I know
believer.
Kayla's turned into a fan of hers, though.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great player.
You know, some of these young ladies who are playing now, as they continue to grow and elevate, including you, Kayla, we're gonna be able to look back and say, do you remember this game? Do you remember this interview? Do you remember having this conversation?
Yeah.
I'm amazed
they're
at the
gonna
number. Right. And people don't forget you, even if you did something as simple as one interview.
Yeah.
For sure.
We have some amazing players, and we do have players here that are gonna play beyond college, so.
So Alysia Campbell is going to try to make a run at Ronnie.
Little Central Como rivalry.
She does a little bit of work to do, just not finding it here.
Yeah, flipping that wrist. She's leaving that wrist. She's not goosenecking it.
So I think Ronnie is safe, but Alysia Campbell, she's got a bright future ahead of her. She is thinking about going to St. Cloud State.
And there are 2 point guard / post players.
The time's up. I was like, what's going on?
When the high school season is over, TSP Television goes on the highlight trail. Our highlight reels provide you with a valuable resource for recruiters and a keepsake of your favorite athlete. To learn more about our highlight reel services, contact us at tsptelevision@gmail.com.
Joining me is a trio of players of the game. We couldn't pick just one. Rai'Janee, Meadows, Ronnie Porter, and Ivane Tensaie. Rai'Janee, we'll start with you. You were hustling for everything. I know you were excited to get back out after getting through your sickness. So how excited when you got the all clear and that meant you could play in this game?
When I got the all clear, my mom, she texted me. She didn't come in my room, and I was already at her door ready to get out of the house. I was so happy that I didn't have COVID anymore. It was so bad.
How fun was it out there to compete? You were hustling for everything, and you picked up 13 points. You did quite well.
It was really fun, especially playing with people who I've played with before and making the most out of it. I just really miss playing with them.
Well, I'm sure you won't mind having to not face Ronnie anymore for a little while.
Everything.
Well, Ronnie, 18 points, and I think you won the 3-point shootout there with 12. I take it playing is a little easier for you than broadcasting, but how fun was it to do a juniors versus seniors battle?
It was fun. Like, everybody that I played against, I'm cool with. Like, I've known for a long time. So playing with them and against them before they took off to college it was fun.
Are we going to see you at this event next year?
Definitely.
And how cool is it to mix it up with some other teammates like Shakila Walker from your high school, and then mix it up with like Nevaeh and some others? So, yeah, you get to see something different.
It was cool. I think we should do this a lot more, playing with people that we usually don't play against and probably would never ever play against. So playing with them was actually really fun.
And Ivane, this was your second showcase event. You took part in the All-Star Series. You hit 4 threes today. You hit a lot of them at Concordia Academy, but what would you make of this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fun to come out here and get the opportunity to play, especially with COVID this last year. You never really know when you have the opportunity to do that, so it's really just fun.
Having experience in both All-Star events, you and Tamia, what did you enjoy most about this Triple Threat Showcase?
Like Ronnie said, just like the people here and just getting to play with people and against people that you wouldn't normally play against. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, that's the point of it. It's All-Star Showcase game. It's all about just coming out here and having fun.
So let me ask you this. How was Rai'Janee as a teammate?
Man, I'm excited to play with her again. I mean, we played with each other at Eastside when we were younger, so yeah, it's fun. She's a really good player, attacks the basket well, so I'm excited to play with her next year.
That's right. You got a little bit of practice for North Dakota State College of Science. You want to say hi to anybody?
I want to say shout out to my mom.
You said hi or shout out?
Hi, shout out, however you want to go.
To my friends, coaches, family.
Don't forget your fellow coach, Nia.
Yes, definitely.
What about you, Ivane?
Shout out to my mom and my little cousins who came today.
Well, you'll see all 3 of them hooping it up. Ronnie will be back next year for Como Park. Ivane and Rai'Janee, you'll have to find them in North Dakota State College of Science, but they all have bright futures ahead of them. We're glad we could give them this send-off. Thanks for stopping by. And that will wrap up our coverage here from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse and the Triple Threat Girls Basketball Showcase. For Kayla Ty, Latoya Turk, and the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Beaton. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you next year.